make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help.
He'll take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Back to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Works the middle of the field. Turning it on! Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. The Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Williams looking for a man. He's got it in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are tied at 8.
And with that successful conversion, it's 8-8. Who had that on their bingo card? Like, who said it was going to be 8-8 to start the football game? Both teams, forget this crud. No kickers. No kickers involved in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Running through contact. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's on target and complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Sayin. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marion. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Beck. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Marion. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it again. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure.
Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass.
He smashes his way through again. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Daniels. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's back. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well, but...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got him this time. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tight end now in motion. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes.
tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. He's got it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off play action. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Good timing on the quick out. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. And it was
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going right and going deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They feed him again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Canes come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's back. Pucks it out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the